What's going on, guys? The Comics Kid 2099 here. Welcome to day 32 of the 365-day graphic novel review challenge. I am now beginning month 2. We're going to see how this goes. Today, I'm not exactly reviewing a graphic novel. I am reviewing something that is comic book adjacent. It has words and it has pictures, so I think that's close enough that it counts. Today, I am talking about Mythology by Alex Ross. This is a big book. That's why I'm having to kind of lean back and hold it so you can see the whole thing. This is an art book that basically talks about the art of Alex Ross. And I talked about another book that talked about the art of Alex Ross, I think last year or the year before, called Rough Justice. And if you have Rough Justice and you enjoyed Rough Justice, but you don't have Mythology and you're not sure if you should track down Mythology and get it, I'm going to go ahead and say don't bother. If you have Rough Justice is a better book. If you don't have Rough Justice and you're wondering which of the two you should get Rough Justice. This book, it has some good information in it. It has some things that you wouldn't know if you are familiar with Alex Ross, but you're maybe wanting to know more. There's one part where it talks about Alex Ross and kind of his early childhood, and it shows some of the stuff that he drew when he was 12, 13, and some of it's really good, better than what I could draw now. It shows some cardboard construction paper projects that he made to look like the Justice League. That was really cool. It shows stuff like that. It shows some stuff that his mom did when she was an artist. And it kind of shows, he's a little bit influenced by his mom's artwork as well. But then most of the book, I would say 70% of the book, is just here's an enlarged cover of the Kingdom Come cover, or here's an enlarged cover from Crisis on Infinite Earths. And I'm thinking, okay, I already have Kingdom Come, I already have Crisis on Infinite Earths, and even if I didn't have those books, I can just look them up online. I don't need a huge blown up cover of Kingdom Come issue 1. And then it'll say, okay, here's a picture of a guy posing as Batman, and then here's a thumbnail that Alex Ross drew, and then here's a detailed sketch with pencils that he drew, and then here's the final version that's been painted by Alex Ross. And if you know Alex Ross's process, then you're going to get kind of bored reading this book, because a lot of it is, here's a picture of a guy posing as Superman. Here's a picture of a guy posing as Captain Marvel. There's a little bit of good stuff in here. Alex Ross's father is a preacher or a minister of some kind, and you get a little bit of him talking about what he thought of Alex Ross's work on Kingdom Come. And Kingdom Come obviously has a lot of religious elements in it and is very influenced by the Bible and has a little bit of revelation in it. And it is overall very thematic with a lot of religious stuff. And so it's cool to get to see Alex Ross's father weighing in on that. But that's like one paragraph on one page. Most of this book is just, here's a picture of a guy posing as Superman, and then you get to see Alex Ross paint a picture that looks just like that. And if you know kind of how Alex Ross does his process, then this book is going to feel very redundant very quickly. Like I said, it does give you a few glimpses of some interesting backdrops to the man Alex Ross and how he does his thing. For example, those issues that came out in the kind of early 2000s, like Batman War, Superman Peace, Wonder Woman Truth, all those that Paul Dini wrote and Alex Ross drew, you find out in this book that Alex Ross took all the proceeds that he earned and donated them to charity. That's a cool thing that I didn't know. But overall, I would say you don't really need this book if you already know or you feel like you know enough about Alex Ross, or if you already have Rough Justice, which, like I said, in my opinion, better book, a little bit more informative. This one, I feel like, is a lot more just pictures and not enough information about the pictures. So overall, those are my thoughts on Mythology, which is the art of Alex Ross. So I hope that you guys liked this video. Tomorrow I will be back talking about another graphic novel of some kind. In the meantime, you guys have a great rest of the day, and I will catch you tomorrow. Have a good one.